calorific value of any fuel can be determined by Dulong's formula, right? Dulong's formula that we understood. So in Dulong's formula, we need percentage of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, sulfur. Okay, so so determination of these micro elements is very important for us to determine gross calorific value, and then we substitute that gross calorific value and percentage of hydrogen, right, in the another formula for net value, and we get net calorific value or practical calorific value. Okay, so that we understood last time. So to know the value of carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, sulfur, we have to analyze coal. So analysis of coal is very important, right? So under analysis, last time we understood that coal is analyzed by two methods: proximate analysis and ultimate analysis. So proximate analysis is bulk analysis, means we determine bulk constituents of coal, and ultimate analysis leads to the determination of micro constituents like carbon, hydrogen, then nitrogen, sulfur, and finally oxygen. These are the micro constituents contributing towards the calorific value. Okay, so proximate analysis, we understood that moisture determination, volatile matter determination, ash and fixed carbon can be determined. Okay, using ultimate analysis, we will come to know the percentages of carbon, hydrogen, then nitrogen, sulfur, ash, and finally oxygen. Okay. So we were at the proximate analysis, which is important for grading of a coal. Okay. See, ultimate analysis is useful for determination of micro elements, percentages of carbon, hydrogen, sulfur, oxygen, etc., which we use in DeLong's formula to determine gross calorific value and consequently net calorific value. But this proximate analysis is actually basic analysis or initial analysis. Means when coal is taken out from coal mine, it is subjected to proximate analysis. Okay, for what purposes? Various purposes. First is grading of coal to determine its quality, to determine its maturity, because we have several types of coal: peat, anthracite, bituminous, right? These are the various types of coal, and they are differing in their quality. They are differing in their carbon percentage, and consequently they are differing in their calorific value. So coal having high calorific value is a good quality and most mature coal. Okay, so first coal is subjected to proximate analysis to determine percentage of ash and fixed carbon. Okay, so last time we studied how to determine these bulk constituents. Okay, so all these experiments are heating and cooling type of experiment, as I told you before. Heating and cooling type of experiment. So first moisture means what? Presence of water. So heating and cooling is carried out at 110 degrees Celsius for 1 hour. So accurately weighed coal is heated in oven and at this temperature for 1 hour when moisture is removed, and that is expressed as a percentage of moisture. Okay, loss in weight of coal into 100. So loss in weight means what? Initial weight minus final weight. Initial weight of coal, okay, and minus final weight. Final weight means what? Weight of coal after heating for 1 hour at 110 degrees Celsius. That is what the loss in weight. So divide by original weight of coal into 100. Okay, so that we understood. Then significance, moisture content should be as low as possible because it reduces calorific value. Then we studied how to determine volatile matter. So this is also a heating and cooling type of experiment. Heating, cooling, and weighing. Okay, so known weight of coal is heated to this temperature, 925 degrees Celsius. Okay, in now furnace, muffle furnace for exactly 7 minutes. So time duration is 7 minutes. That is very important. Okay, so at this temperature for 7 minutes, what will happen? Volatile matter will be evaporated. Okay, so there is loss in weight. So initial weight is known. Initial weight means weight of moisture free coal, and then final weight means what? Weight of volatile matter free coal. So difference in initial weight and final weight is loss in weight, and that loss is because of loss of volatile matter. So that difference we can express in terms of percentage of volatile matter by this formula. Okay, volatile matter percentage is equal to loss in weight, okay, divided by weight of coal into 100. Okay, so M1 minus M2, one weight of coal into 100. So in this case, M1 is what? Moisture free weight. Okay, moisture free coal weight, and M2 is volatile matter free coal weight, and divided by weight of coal is original weight of coal. Okay, this is not moisture free coal. This is original weight because we are determining percentages into 100. So similar to moisture, volatile matter should be, or volatile matter content of any good coal should be as low as possible, because it reduces calorific value, increases transportation costs and other problems that those we discussed last time. Okay, then percentage of ash. So ash, you know well, when coal is burnt completely, what is remain is non-combustible matter that cannot be burnt again. That is what the ash. Okay, so here the experiment is same, heating, then cooling and weighing. Okay, but here heating is done in open silica crucible at this temperature 750 degrees Celsius in furnace until constant weight is obtained. So until constant weight is obtained means what? Coal is completely burnt into ashes. Okay, no change in weight. Okay, if we burn ash, there is no change in weight because nothing is going out. So weight of residue remain is expressed as a percentage of ash, as weight of residue means weight of ash upon weight of coal into 100. Okay, and ash content should be minimum because it reduces calorific value. Then we understood how to calculate percentage of fixed carbon, which is important constituent of coal. Okay, so calorific value is totally depending on carbon content. It should be as high as possible. Okay, so 100 minus percentage of moisture plus percentage of volatile matter and percentage of ash. That is what the fixed carbon percentage. So here experiment is not required, or separate experiment is not required to determine fixed carbon percentage. But moisture content, volatile matter percentage and ash percentage should be accurate. Then this percentage of carbon will be accurate. Then we will come to know the quality of coal, its maturity. We can label its name, whether it is peat, it is lignite or anthracite, semi-anthracite, whatever. Okay, and then we can fix its price. We can fix its, or we can define its utilization. Okay, so that is what the significance. It should be as high as possible because calorific value is directly proportional to the amount of carbon present in a fuel or a coal in this case. Then I gave one numerical problem which is very easy. Okay, you just have to read it properly. You have to take out weights properly. Okay, and substitute in the formula. Okay, so let us solve this problem. This is what given to us. A sample of coal. A sample of coal was analyzed for content of moisture, volatile matter, ash. Okay, means this is what the proximate analysis means. Given coal is subjected to proximate analysis. Okay, from the following data, calculate the percentage of fixed carbon in above coal. Okay, so if you know the experiment, you can easily determine. Okay, because you will find several weights given over here. So which is utilized for which constituent, that can be understood. Okay, by, or that can be judged by knowing the temperature condition. Okay, so what is the first condition? First is weight of coal. Okay, so weight of coal, which is common for all. Okay, then second data is the weight of coal after 100 degrees Celsius. Now 100 degrees Celsius means what? It is what the boiling point of water, or we can say it is a I mean, moisture is evaporated at 100 degrees Celsius. You understood? So this data means 2.415 grams is related to the moisture percentage. You understood? So this way you can do it. First, you should write formula. We have to determine percentage of moisture. Okay. So that is equal to, so according to our formula, we write a minus m1, something like that. So I will write in this way. You can write this way also. Initial weight of coal before heating to 100 degrees Celsius, right? Then minus final weight. Final means what? Final means what? Final means it is weight of coal after heating at 100 degrees Celsius for 1 hour. Okay, that's final weight divided by. Okay, now divided by initial weight. So initial weight is weight of coal. You can write weight of coal, and this is fixed. Okay, everywhere in all formula, because we are determining percentage. So initial weight minus final weight upon weight of coal. This is actually initial weight only. Okay, so into 100. So that is equal to initial weight is 2.5. Okay, after heating at 100 degrees Celsius for 1 hour. Okay, it is reduced to 2.415 because of removal of moisture, right? Divided by weight of coal is 2.5. Okay, so 2.5 is initial weight minus 2.415 upon 2.5 into 100. Okay, so this is very simple calculation. You can also calculate and tell me the value. Just calculate and tell me. Initial weight is 2.5 minus 2.415 is a weight of coal after removal of moisture, means after heating to 100 degrees Celsius for 1 hour, and divided by initial weight means what? Original weight of coal is 2.5 only. Okay, so into 100. किती आहे सांगा कोणीतरी पटकन. बोला. Very good. 3.4, correct. Okay, so this okay. So this is 3.4%, right? So one part is over. Second part is what? Determination of volatile matter. VM, volatile matter. Okay, so its formula is again same. Initial weight, right, minus final weight upon initial weight, means weight of coal, okay, into 100. But here what is initial weight? That is very important. Here basically students make mistakes. So initial weight is weight of moisture free coal. You understand? So I should write weight of moisture free, weight of moisture free coal minus final weight means what? Weight after heating at 950 degrees Celsius. Okay, weight after heating that moisture free coal 50 degrees Celsius for 7 minutes exactly. So what is that weight? I should write weight of volatile matter, right? Coal असं म्हणणार मी त्याला. This is very sophisticated, I think, right? You also can use this way also only. So initial weight is weight of moisture free coal that I should take, okay, minus weight of volatile matter free coal, whatever I get after completion of this experiment, right? And divided by weight of coal that will remain as it is. Weight of, it is initial weight actually, initial weight, but that initial weight is not moisture free coal. This weight is not moisture free coal. You understand? This is original weight of coal and into 100. Okay, so that is equal to weight of moisture free coal is, I know that 2.415 is a moisture free coal and this is volatile matter free coal. So I should write initial weight as a 2.415, okay, moisture free coal minus 1.528, okay, 1.528 volatile matter free coal after heating at 950 degrees Celsius upon original weight and not this 2.415. Here student makes mistakes, right? So weight of coal is 2.5 original weight because we are going to determine percentage into 100. Calculate and tell me the value. अनम्यूट करून सांगा मला. So percentage of volatile matter is equal to please unmute and tell me the answer. Is it visible or not? Is screen visible? Whatever I am writing is visible or not? बोला पटकन.
35.48.
ओके, दिसतंय ना व्यवस्थित मी लिहितोय ते?
हो.
ओके ओके, म्हणजे हँडरायटिंग काय एवढं चांगलं नाही आहे, पण बघा कळत नसेल तर मी सांगा, एखादी फिगर नाही कळली तर. बरोबर आहे. 35.48. Okay, 35.48 is the correct answer. Okay, so two constituents are over. Okay, so you just complete this, then we will proceed further. Okay. Let me take data or question to the another slide, then we can proceed the further. Control C. Okay. So till now, okay. So till now, sorry. We have done with moisture, right, and volatile matter. These two constituents, moisture and volatile matter, we have finished. We will come to ash. Okay, so for ash, we should use the fourth data because constant weight obtained. So your temperature condition is not given 750. Okay, but constant weight is a word is there, which is there in the experiment, right? So percentage of ash is equal to uh, weight of residue. Which residue? Residue remain after heating that coal to 750 degrees Celsius. Okay, till constant weight is obtained. Till ash is produced. So weight of residue, okay, which is non-combustible. There is no effect of heat or burning further. So weight of residue upon weight of coal into 100. So here there is no initial weight, final weight. Okay, here we will take the weight of final residue, ash. We will weight. Okay, and that weight is directly given 0.245. Okay, upon weight of coal, which is 2.5 into 100, right? So very simple. So 0.245 is weight of ash, okay, divided by weight of coal, original weight of coal, 2.5 into 100. Okay, so this it becomes 9.8%. So it becomes 9.8%. So we have everything with us. Okay, so we have got moisture percentage, volatile matter, ash, everything. So final is percentage of fixed carbon. Fixed percentage of fixed carbon is equal to, we know there is no experiment for fixed carbon percentage, right? We can determine by just subtracting all these percentage from 100. So 100 minus percentage of moisture, which we already determined, minus percentage of volatile matter plus percentage of ash. These three constitute we have already determined. Simply sum, please simply add their percentages, okay, and subtract from the 100. So that becomes 100 minus moisture percentage is 3.4 plus 35.48, right, plus 9.8 is a, sorry, ash. So simply add them together and subtract from 100. Okay. Okay. So I hope you understood how to get it done. It's very simple. Only thing is you should understand or you should extract out correct weights. Okay. You should know the experiment, underlying experiment for particular constituents. So I think this is 52.32%, right? 52.32% is a fixed carbon. So comparatively low carbon percentage. Okay. Peat coal. So fixed carbon percentage is less means what? So here we will get less grade to this coal. So obviously its cost will be less. Its utilization will be different. Okay. So this is the way we should do it in industry. We take out coal from coal mine. We simply dry it in air dry, and then first we determine moisture, then volatile matter, then ash. Simply we add these three constituents and subtract from 100 is fixed carbon percentage. And that fixed carbon percentage is basically utilized for further commercial. Okay. Take down another one. Write down. 1 gram. Yeah, but 1 gram of air dried sample of coal. 1 gram of air dried sample of coal on heating. 1 gram of air dried sample of coal on heating at 110 degrees Celsius. 110 degrees Celsius for 1 hour. 110 degrees Celsius for 1 hour produced a residue. Produced a residue 0.850 gram. 0.850 gram. And this residue on heating at 950 degrees Celsius for 7 minutes in absence of air left point or 0.72 gram 0.72 gram mass 0.72 gram mass which on combustion left 0.1 gram of non-combustible matter okay, non-combustible matter. Calculate the result of proximate analysis. Okay, I repeat, 1 gram of air dried coal, 1 gram of air dried sample of coal. बघा रिपीट करतोय, बघा परत आहे का. 1 gram of air dried sample of coal on heating at 110 degrees Celsius for 1 hour produced a residue 0.850 gram and this residue on heating at 950 degrees Celsius for 7 minutes in absence of air left 0.72 gram mass which on combustion left 0.1 gram of non-combustible matter. 0.1 gram of non-combustible matter. Calculate the result of proximate analysis. Okay, so this is similar type of problem. You just try to solve it. Okay, only language is different, words used are different. Okay, no matter whatever language they use, grammar they use, or words they use, our way of solving numerical problem will be same. Okay, so if you look at this previous problem, the title is almost same. Okay, written differently. So weight of coal is given. So here weight of coal, I should make correction. It's a 1 gram in this case. Okay, this is problem number two. Number two, right? So weight of coal is 1 gram. Then that coal was heated for 1 hour at 110 degrees Celsius and produce residue. Residue means what? That residue means weight of coal only, which is free from moisture because it is heated at 110 degrees Celsius for 1 hour. So whatever we have is a moisture-free coal. So that is what the second data. Okay. So weight of coal after heating to here it is 100 degrees. This is 110 actually. So I should write 110. 110 degrees Celsius. So here weight is given. Residue means what? That weight of coal. 0.850. 850. Okay, this is moisture free coal. Okay, so that we have. Then this residue means this moisture free coal was heated to 950 degrees Celsius for 7 minutes. Okay, in absence of air. Okay, and left residue means left coal. Okay, which is volatile matter free coal, and its weight is given, and that is 0.72 grams. Okay, that mass left. And this again, this 0.72. Okay, that weight or that coal when burnt completely. इथे काय म्हटलंय, which on combustion means complete burning. Combustion means what? Complete burning to ash. Left 0.1 gram. So whatever we have after complete combustion is ash. So this is 0.1 gram. Okay. So calculate the result of proximate analysis. Means what? Calculate moisture, volatile matter, ash, and fixed carbon. These are the results of approximate analysis. Okay. So this is what the problem number two. Only you, if you look at this is similar to problem number one. Only these figures are different. Understand? So this is the first possibility that we are considering. Two problems are based on the same possibility. There is no alteration. It's a very similar problem. Okay. So we have weight of coal and other weights available. We understood which weight should be used for which constituent, and accordingly we can start. So first, percentage of moisture. Okay. Percentage of moisture is what? Initial weight minus final weight. Initial weight minus final weight. Okay. Upon initial weight म्हणजे काय? Weight of coal into 100. Okay, that is equal to initial weight is 1 gram. Okay, and after heating to 110 degrees Celsius for 1 hour, we have residue of 0.850. Okay, upon initial weight of coal, which is 1 into 100. बरोबर? किती आलं बघा? करा कॅल्क्युलेट पटकन. किती आहे? 15%. बरोबर आहे का बघा?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is first part. Second part is percentage of volatile matter. So our formula remains same. Initial weight minus final weight upon weight of coal. But initial weight is what? Weight of moisture free coal. Okay, so here I should take weight of moisture free coal. Moisture free coal minus weight of volatile matter free coal. upon initial weight, that is weight of coal, and into 100. Okay, so here now weight of moisture free coal is 0.8. This we should take 0.850. This is now initial weight 0.850. Okay, this is moisture free coal minus volatile matter free coal, means this 0.72 upon original weight of coal is 1, that I should take, and not this 0.850. Okay, into 100, that is equal to this is 13%, right? 13%. Okay, so volatile matter is over. Third is percentage of ash, and its formula is weight of residue, means weight of ash remain, okay, which is non-combustible matter after complete combustion. Weight of residue upon, sorry, weight of coal, original weight into 100. Combustible matter means okay. Sorry, there was disturbance. Okay, so I hope you understood how to get it done. So we have uh, done everything, means initial data we have moisture, volatile matter, ash. So final is fixed carbon. Fixed carbon that can be easily determined by subtracting sum of these three from 100. So 100 minus these three means 15 is a moisture percentage, then 13 is a weight of, sorry, is a percentage of volatile matter, and 10 is a percentage of ash, right? So it becomes, so fixed carbon becomes 62%. बरोबर है? Is it correct or not? इथे सगळ्यांना बरोबर एवढंच येत आहे?
हो सर.
Okay, okay. ठीक आहे. So this is what the another possibility. Sorry, same possibility. We will take another possibility, a new possibility. Take down problem number 3. थोडासा वेगळा आहे फक्त. लिहून घ्या. An air dried sample of coal, an air dried sample of coal weighing means the weight delay, weighing 2.9 gram, an air dried sample of coal weighing 2.9 gram was taken for volatile matter determination. I repeat, an air dried sample of coal weighing 2.9 gram was taken for volatile matter determination. Full stop. After losing volatile matter, after losing volatile matter, the coal sample weighed after losing volatile matter, the coal sample weighed WEIGHED means a weight. Hmm? Coal sample weighed 1.96 gram. 1.96 gram. 1.96 gram. Full stop. If it contains 4.5%, if it contains 4.5% moisture, find the percentage of volatile matter in it. If it contains 4.5 percentage 4.5% moisture, find the percentage of volatile matter in it. Okay, I repeat, an air dried sample of coal taken for volatile matter determination. Full stop. After losing volatile matter, the coal sample weigh 1.96 1.96 gram. Full stop. If it contains 4.5% moisture, find the percentage of volatile matter in it. Find the percentage of volatile matter in it. Means here we need to calculate only volatile matter. Okay, you just try it and tell me the answer. Very simple, very simple. थोडंसं वेगळं आहे पण तुम्ही थोडं विचार करा आणि सॉल्व करा. इट्स व्हेरी इझी. Let us copy. Okay, so here we have to determine only volatile matter. Okay, no ash moisture percentage is given. From the following data, calculate percentage of volatile matter. Okay, percentage of volatile matter. Okay, so what is given? Initial weight coal is given. Air dried coal weight is given. So that is 2.9. 2.9 grams. After losing volatile matter, the coal sample weighing 1.96. So this is also not given. This is not given. Second part is not given. Okay. So here second part is what? After losing. Okay, after losing volatile matter. After losing volatile matter means what? So 2.9 grams of coal, air dried coal was, this is air dried coal, remember, this is not moisture free coal. This is very important. It's air dried coal, weight of air dried coal. I should write it, air dried. Weight of air dried coal is 2.9. So weight of coal after heating at 0, that weight is given, and that is 1.96 gram. 1.9 ash, which is no question about the ash, but we have got percentage of moisture. It is given. So percentage of moisture. Okay, and that is equal to 4.5. 4.5, right? Percent. 4 point, sorry. 4.5%. Okay, so this is given data. If you look at this problem, this is what I have extracted from the problem. So sample of coal was analyzed for content of volatile matter. From the following data, calculate percentage of volatile matter in the above coal. असं साधारण मी तिथं कन्वर्ट केला. कळणार ठीक आहे. सो वेट ऑफ एअर ड्राईड असं तुम्ही कन्वर्ट करायला पाहिजे असं काय नाहीये. तुम्ही डायरेक्टली फॉर्म्युला वापरून करू शकता. वेट ऑफ एअर ड्राईड कोल इज 2.9. देन वेट ऑफ कोल आफ्टर लुझिंग volatile matter असं म्हटलंय आपल्याला. तर आफ्टर लुझिंग volatile matter म्हणजे काय? That this coal was heated to 950 degrees Celsius when volatile matter was lost, right? And that weight is 1.96 grams. So this is basically weight of coal after removing the volatile matter, and percentage of moisture is given. Okay, so we have to find out percentage of volatile matter. बघा तुम्ही ट्राय करा. कोणी केलं असेल तर मला सांगा आन्सर. नसेल तर आपण सॉल्व्ह करूया. ठीक आहे. Okay, so let us solve only. We have 5 minutes left. Okay, so see, in this problem we have determined percentage of volatile matter. Okay, so so here we have initial weight and weight after removing the volatile matter. So using this, first we will determine this way. So percentage of volatile matter, percentage of volatile matter in this case. So here we have air dried coal and not moisture free coal. So for volatile matter, what formula we use? Okay, loss in weight upon weight of coal into 100. Loss in weight means what? Initial weight minus final weight, initial weight minus final weight upon initial weight. But initial weight is what? Moisture free coal. So that is not given. So I will write that formula. Initial weight minus, final weight. Okay, wrong. Okay, the initial weight minus final weight upon weight of coal, right? Okay, weight of coal. Okay, into 100. But here initial weight is actually weight of moisture free coal. That is not given. So we have air dried coal. Okay, so but percentage of moisture is given. So we should determine this part. Okay, and we subtract percentage of moisture. From this, you will get the answer directly. You can use another way. Okay, so initial weight minus final weight upon weight of coal into 100, and if you subtract moisture percentage from that, okay, you will get volatile matter percentage. Okay, so because see, for volatile matter determination we need coal free from moisture. Okay, but that coal we don't have, but percentage of moisture we have. So now task is very simple. 2.9 minus final weight is 1.96 upon 2.9, okay, into 100. That you should calculate separately and subtract percentage of moisture, which is directly given, 4.5. Can I calculate? अनम्यूट करू, आन्सर सांगा मला. बघा या प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये इनिशियल वेट मध्ये काय मॉइश्चर आहे. ओके, मॉइश्चर आहे आपल्याला, म्हणून आपण पर्सेंटेज यातनं मायनस केलं, डायरेक्ट पर्सेंटेज मायनस केलं एवढं फक्त त्याच्यामध्ये, बाकी काही मोठं काही नाहीये, कळलं. आणि हे जे आहे ते हे जे फायनल वेट मध्ये काय झालंय प्रॉब्लेम, याच्यामध्ये मॉइश्चर पण उडालंय आणि व्होलॅटाइल मॅटर पण उडालंय. यू अंडरस्टँड, बिकॉज हिअर वी हॅव बोथ मॉइश्चर अँड व्होलॅटाइल मॅटर टुगेदर. So we must subtract percentage of moisture from this quantity. That is the answer. बोला.
27.91.
Correct. 27.91. 27.91% is a very simple. Okay. So this is not a very simple problem. This was asked in university examination. I think this is 2014. I think 2015, 15 or 14, something like that. No, 2012. 2012. So problem is very foolish, but you should know the possibility. If you don't know possibility, you cannot solve. That is the case. Okay. So these are the possibilities on proximate analysis. Next time we will see ultimate analysis of coal. Okay, which is very important analysis, because we come to know the actual micro constituents contributing towards the calorific value. So that ultimate analysis is very important for in calorific point of view, calorific value point of view. Okay. So so here we will stop.